And our WhatsApp number is 081-858-2292. Or else you can, drop us a Facebook link on Facebook Gospel 103 Hope FM. My name is Lindy Shabangun. Welcome back to it. I'm in studio with Ospuleng Mukwena. Oh, the wonderful lady with an amazing, gorgeous smile, I tell you. So, Ospuleng, tell us what's happening and when is it happening and who all is going to be there.
Oh, okay. The Catholic Women's League will be hosting the Youth Choir Festival. It will be there at Eldorado Hall in Sebokeng Zone 14.
Eldorado Hall is still happening. It's
yes.
It's
happening.
That actually isn't that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it will be on the 22nd of July, which is next week Sunday.
Okay.
At 1 o'clock, and we'll be having. Because remember, we are under the Diocese of Johannesburg. And
okay. Hold on. Let's unpack this. Let's explain this.
Yes.
So when you say the Val Deanery, so when you say deanery, you mean that is the Val region?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you just spoke now about Archdiocese. What does that mean?
We are under the Archdiocese of Johannesburg.
Oh, the Gauteng
deanery within the yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Now, let's
there's a Soweto deanery. There's okay. So this is the Catholic Women's League of the Val.
Okay.
Okay. So it will be all the choirs in the Val parishes that the CWL organized, like St. Benedict, my parish will be performing.
Okay.
Emmanuel will be performing.
Zone 14.
No, Zone 12.
Oh.
And then Emmanuel.
Nyulohelo Zone 12.
Nyulohelo Zone 12.
Yes.
Emmanuel Zone 14 will also be performing. St. Anthony in Beverly Hills will also be performing.
Favorite choir.
And St. Francis Xavier, Small Farms.
You know who's going to be winning.
The Bees. They call themselves the Bees. That's how their mother, Mepali Samunapati, is calling them, but they're very powerful. Yeah. They will also be performing. And St. Joseph, the worker in Tirel, I think Bipatong, yes, is also will also be performing.
Tough competition.
And Our Lady Queen Peas. And Our Lady of Fatima Shavu. They are also very, very powerful. I think it's their young adults. So we're taking from the age 18 until 35 because we didn't want, because we had it last year and we were in a point where other parishes were kind of say you left us because you said we are too old, and others were saying so, but then it's a bit of a mix. Like we are from 18 to 35 years. They are more than welcome to come and join and say okay. As the youth, because we started this last year already, and we thought as the Catholic Women's League, we've been doing this to our community, to our parishioners, but what about our youth? How do we bring youth close to us so that they, when somebody is very close to you, that's when you can see and guide very properly to say this is right, this is wrong. But if they are very distant, and you will only go to them when they are doing things wrong and say, no, you can't be doing this. All along they don't care, but only now because you're doing something wrong. So we are trying to get them, and because others were even going out to join other churches because they have funds, they will have concerts, they will have what, and we as a Catholic woman, it's why can't we do it with our own youth? Why can't we get our youth together? Because our dean, and he's also our spiritual director, Father Simpiwe Keswa, will always say, I want to bring all the Val, I want unity within us.
Amen.
You will be going to other deaneries or other dioceses, and you find that people are very united, they know each other, and coming to meet you, Lindy, I'm like, are you from Val? Are you sure? And we don't even know each other. But as our priest also, our SD has already started it, and we said, okay, let's join our spiritual director and get the youth together and have this fun, and then all the youth will be there performing. Even those who are not performing, they will be there to support those who are performing.
Okay, now who's going to be judging this? Because this is going to be very tricky.
Normally, I think we'll be starting maybe with the competitions next year. But for now, we're still doing them as the festivals. And then we have our panelists from every parish. We have maybe one conductor and one person who's a panelist. The people who know music, like people who've been in this like for long, like Bo Ntate Matela from St. Joseph. You know, like we had people like Bontate Maruping. We have like a lot of people from different parishes that knows the music, who chose even the songs that need to be sang. And they will be like, last year they sit there and say, what was the best, not that it's a competition, but what was the best conduct, what was the best performing, you know, what leg where. And they will come and say, in this choir we think like you still need to focus on 1, 2 and 3. You still need to, so that to make them a better choir maybe next time, or better people. So we still have those, our panelists, and we have our different conductors from every parish, and then they'll sing and they'll say what kind of songs they need to sing, because we also realize that our youth don't know the church songs. Like you see that normally on the second Sundays, like I think almost around it will be like the youth Sunday, where we have to, like, our youth have to sing mass for us and sing for mass. From the music festival last year, we bought them Catholic songs that they will be singing in different.
So get rid of all malicious behavior and deceit. Don't just protect your salvation. Cry out for this nourishment as a baby cries for milk, now that you have had a taste of the Lord's kindness. Come to Christ, who is the living cornerstone of God's temple.
You're still tuned into 103 Hope FM.
Indeed, you're still tuned to 103 Hope FM. Ngigo wako. Those are kind of like powerful songs that you've chosen. So you are listening to 103 Hope FM, and in the studio with me is Mepuleng Mokwena. She is from Zone 3, a Catholic Church, St. Benedict, and they're putting together a youth choral festival, not a choir competition as yet, but it's a choral festival, and this is where they felt that as a church that the youth were not coming together. The youth, were being scattered. There wasn't that choral activity that was happening within their church, and they decided to put this choir festival together where everybody could learn and to be joyful and to praise and glorify the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, as we are reading in Psalms 96, that we have to indeed praise Jehovah. So, Ospuleng, tell me, the kind of music that the set work of music that they have this year, what is it? So, are you going to have traditional, and are you going to have the Western piece?
Like, we're going to have a bit of both. Like, there's 3 songs for the Western, and there's 3 songs for the traditional, that the two that the choirs will be singing each. Okay, so it's from the African side tradition, they're going to be singing the Zulu songs, the ones that Zulu
you
and Sotho. Yeah,
okay, which ones?
From every parish will be having one Zulu song and one Sotho song. They will be having the responsory song.
Okay, so it's not the same. Everybody will choose what they want.
But no, for the Zulu song and the Sotho song, the panelist has already chose which 2 songs they're gonna sing.
Which
what they
both
choosing? Yes. So like this Ngingo Wako, and but with different parishes there will be like. Not all the choirs are gonna sing one song.
Okay.
Yeah. Say for instance, if St. Benedict is singing Kabelo Yaka and Ngingo Wako, and then San Antonio will be singing maybe Bandlam Tusi and another Kitepile Hoena, you know, all that. So it will be like 2 different songs from every parish, which is Zulu song and English song, and then they'll be choosing their own responsory song, and then they'll be choosing the last 2 or 1 traditional song that they'll be singing.
Okay, and then from the Western section, what will they be singing? Woo!
Like
my words are
in where they have to choose with the choral with the traditional one. That's where they have to choose one that they will be singing in the Western.
Oh. So how many English Western songs
It's
are there?
actually, it's 5, like, because there's 2, like, Zulu and Sotho, and there's responsory. Some mostly, like, most parishes, they don't sing it, like, in one language, like, because in my parish, we have one that we sing in Tonga, and there's a vendor one.
Okay.
So they will choose from, because the panelists gave them an opportunity to choose for themselves that we are best at this, so we're going to be doing it like this.
Shawza. So, excuse me. So, what time are you hoping to start the festival?
We are starting at 1 o'clock because we also ask about Dean, Father Simprio Queso, to ask other priests so that if maybe the masses can start earlier so that everybody performing and people, our viewers, our listeners could also be there also on time, like because we are starting at 1 o'clock.
Hey, but 1 o'clock is lunchtime. How? There will
be lunch there.
Oh, okay, so you're going to be selling food.
Listen,
you must look at me. You must look at me. I need to eat.
Hey, this, you know, right? We are selling tickets.
Okay.
And to tickets, we have this VIP ticket.
Okay.
It comes like, it's awesome because like when you buy it, like the view, and it comes also with a meal. You know, and a very, very delicious one. You won't believe me. And
well, I think we must take Carlet, you know.
And we are also saying that for those who cannot afford to go on VIP section, at least we have a 25 rand ticket, and we have a variety of meals that will be sold. Like we have food stalls. Every parish will be having food stalls, and then we are having things like abokot and emins, and we have fish and chips, we have fish and ration, we have hot dogs, we have bribe meat, you know. We have variety
on a Sunday.
So you'll be having you know, I need to like Vela, you know, students I used to go.
I saw that how we must eat 7 colors. What do you mean?
Like VIP section,
yeah.
Believe you me, we'll be having those 7 colors.
Yes.
It's like I'm seeing that plate now because my parish is organizing it, you know.
And they can cook.
Hey, we can like let me say the whole of CWL. It's like when you join, they ask you, "Can you cook?"
Okay, so I'm not gonna join because I can't cook.
No. If you said no, we'll teach you. Just one event. Believe you me,
you'll be sorted.
You'll be sorted.
Okay, Carletta and I are just gonna join just to learn how to cook.
Yes. You're coming for your.
No,
you're coming for the cooking lessons.
We're going to look to see how you teach us to cook.
Yes.
But we're actually there to eat.
You know what? We don't literally take you and say now we are teaching you how to cook, but how we cook. You really, after you have that plate, you wish that I wish I know how to cook, and from there you're going to learn and say, you know what, I want this parish next time when they come to me, then they will be having a plate more delicious than theirs. That's how we learned.
It's become a competition.
Yes.
Okay. This is crazy.
But it's nice because you enjoy it, and as we do it, like we are getting together, you know, and you know, we learn to appreciate. And if you don't know something and then you go to say, Lindy, how do you do this? And then Lindy will tell you, and then you know it.
It's a secret. Lindy is going to tell you.
No, Lindy will definitely tell you because
I can't give you my mother's recipe. You know,
Lindy will definitely
her mother that was given down to her, and it's generational.
No, remember, if you're doing one thing, always will say, now we are going to Lindy. We know we're going to eat a potato salad. So Lindy will also want to change. Yes.
Okay, so you've got tickets.
Yeah, VIP ticket that comes with a meal. And then we have the 25 rand for adults that they will be given an opportunity to go to stores and buy what they want.
Okay.
And we have the 15 rand ticket for the children.
Okay.
For the kids, they're also allowed to come.
Oh.
As long as they don't run around. While we are listening to nice music, you know how nice that is, you know, when you are sitting like that and then you feel like you are part of the choir.
Oh, all right.
You definitely feel that and like, you know what? And then you start like, you know what? I'm looking for a choir to join, or I'm looking for a parish.
Already? Even though you don't have a voice, you just want to join the choir.
Yeah, even if you're vocally wounded like myself, but you feel that, you know what? I'm going to be part of this choir.
Vocally wounded, I like that. I think that's what my daughter said. I'm vocally challenged.
Yes, yes. But you see yourself as part of one of the choirs, like singing.
Yeah, standing up and just joining in the vibe.
Yes, yes.
You are listening to 103 Hope FM. And remember, if you also want to be in studio to tell us more about your church, or maybe it's your institution that is, coming through and they are having a choir festival or choir competitions, join us, send us a WhatsApp so that you can join us in studio and tell us exactly what it is that you'll be doing, when you'll be doing it, and how you'll be doing it. I'm looking forward to the 7 colors. It's just that I will be in studio at that time. So maybe we shouldn't have coral waves next week. Oh, maybe we should have it from there.
Yes,
you know what?
That would be nice.
Maybe I should talk to my boss, Carlette.
Okay.
Yes, and Buzz D, and Datin Tapeling, and all the bosses. It's a hierarchy here, So let me let me see if maybe there's something that we can do, because that 7 colors, that plate actually just sounds. Oh, it's so like.
My God.
My mouth is already watering just because of you.
Yes.
And I love my food.
And I promise you.
I love my food and I love my meat.
Yes. You definitely have the time of your life.
And juice is
and
going to be and a cup of tea.
And listening to that nice music while you are eating the
and that cup of tea.
Yes, and that cup of tea, very hot.
No, that is the most. No, I'm sold. 081-858-2292. So let's just listen to this favorite song of mine, and so you will know this song if you. If you've been to a mass choir competition, you will know this one. So we're coming back with Mepuleng right after this.
The Gospel Touch.
Simba,
that is Bawoti Mandla, and that is by the World Youth Choir, and they were performing at the Pretoria Hall, and that is way back in 2007. And we've got a WhatsApp. It says Mother Puleng, I suppose it's supposed to read. Mother Puleng, how can we enter and other churches are allowed to enter? So I suppose our family members asking us, are other churches allowed to enter, and how can you enter?
Oh, okay. I think for now, because the festival is already next week, it's a bit late. But then from next year, I will give Me Palesa Monapadi, and then she'll give them direction as to how and when.
Okay, so there you go. So nothing stops you from joining, hopefully me there, so that we can have the 7 colors indeed, and all the other food that is going to be on offer there. Memeri Kekana, wherever you are, I hope you are listening. You're going to join me, because I know that you are in Sebokeng there and you love choral music. So Bawoti Mandla, that is, wow, takes me back to the grandstands of the Sowetan Nation building. So I hope that it's going to be as electrifying as this next week, So vavavum. So this is how we wrap it up with Mepuleng Mokwena. Thank you so much for coming through and joining us right here on 103 Hope FM, and just sharing your beautiful smile with us, and the love, as well as just the information about what you're doing and how you are just bringing the youth together. So, which is a calling to all other churches, that if you've got an activity that is choral based, that is adding and building and unifying your choirs, let us know right here on the Choral Waves on 103 Hope FM. You can always drop us a WhatsApp on 081-858-2292, or drop us a link on Facebook, Gospel 103 Hope FM. You know that power high five with the number 103 in the palm. That is who we are. So as to wrap up, Mepuleng, what would your closing remarks be?
I would like to encourage the whole community that we support our youth, not only waiting for them to do something wrong and start criticizing or looking at their parents. I would really love to say that let's, us as a community, not only as a certain parish or certain group of people, let's try to bring our youth very close to us so that we give them direction. Yes.
Okay, so how can they get tickets?
The tickets will be sold at every Catholic church. The ones that I mentioned that they will be performing, and the members of the Catholic Women's League have tickets, but there will also be tickets at the gate at the door on
next week Sunday.
Yes,
at the time. So from what time will you be there selling tickets?
I will be there from 12 o'clock.
From 12 o'clock.
Yes.
Carlette, if you are listening, I'm going to be there. I want to eat the 7 colors. I'd just like to say thank you to Mayor Bongim Konazi for actually setting this interview and connecting me with another gentle and humble and spiritual and a warrior woman. It's always so encouraging to speak to another woman who is a woman of God, but who is so humble and so down to earth. So, and most of all, so punctual. There's nothing like punctuality. There is nothing like punctuality. So I thank you so much, Osbongi, for organizing that, and that's just how you do it right here on 103 Hope FM. For Choral Waves, you connect with me on WhatsApp. You connect with me from the studio. You just drop them a note to say, hey, can Lindy Shabango give us a call, because we've got an event that's coming up and it's choral based, and we'll make a plan for you to be in studio to come and tell us us all about it. So that's how we do it. So coming up next, let's listen to let's take this one. I want to listen to this KZN choir. You know, when they talk about Emarabini, that is always bringing joy to my soul. Enjoy this.